Welcome back to the channel. This is Tamachalvi, Assistant Professor at SNS College of Technology. In this video, we are going to explore the important topic, that is aspect of designing and design process. Let's begin. First of all, we must know what is design process. The design process is a structured approach used to solve the problems creatively, and it involves research, ideation, planning, and execution. A successful design always blends both functionality and aesthetics. Next one is design thinking. This focuses on understanding user problem deeply and questioning the assumption and redefining the problem. In simple, it all about solving the right problem in the right way. The first step in design thinking is discussing the problem. Here, designers ask what the problem we are going to solve. This involves understanding the client need and understanding the target audience and recognizing the design challenges. Next comes developing a creative brief. This is like a blueprint of your design. For example, you can create your blueprint of your design using Adobe Workfront. We have some key elements to discuss about the creative brief. The first one is objective, target audience, message that we have to convey, and the timeline and the budget for the brand. Clear? So we have to maintain those things. For example, big brands like Nike or Netflix always start with strong creative briefs. Why it is important to maintain our creative brief? Creative brief are important because they align the client and the designer and prevent the misunderstanding between us. So it is more important. So this is the example of the creative brief using the Nike. In this creative brief, you can see the Nike logo and the fact and the objective and the target audience and the hashtag they are using that time. And the problem statement. So these are the key elements they have. So this is the second example of the creative brief of the product Netflix. In this creative brief, you can also see the key elements like the project, the background of the Netflix and the logo of the Netflix and the target audience and the strategy to improve the revenue and the tone and brand voice. So you can notice the budget at your right bottom also. So these are the two examples of creative brief. One is from Nike and one is from Netflix. As I said earlier, creative briefs are essential for several reasons. That means mainly that prevent the misunderstanding between the client and designer, and we have to keep it concise, be collaborative, and we have to revise and review the design regularly and always back your ideas with the research. So these are the best practices for writing effective creative briefs. First one is you have to maintain your creative brief as concise. That means it should be clear, concise and easy to understand, and avoid unnecessary things from information from that. And second one is be collaborative. That means to ensure everyone is aligned and their input is considered. And finally, review and revise. Before finalizing the creative brief, always kindly check and be careful to make any necessary revisions to ensure its accuracy and completeness. And finally, incorporate data and research that adds the valuable context and support to your brand. Here I list 3 examples for creative brief. First one is website design. While developing a creative brief for website design, you have to include the key elements like website purpose, target audience, desired functionality, overall aesthetic, site maps, wireframes, and design inspiration. And second example, when you design a creative brief for marketing campaign, you have to include the key elements like campaign goals, target audience, channels, content strategy, and competitor analysis. And in third example, when you design a creative brief for video productions, you have to include the key elements like video purpose, target audience, key message, style, distribution channels, video length, format, and you can include any other specific requirements for scripting or filming or editing. Once the brief is ready, it's a time for concept building. Designers brainstorm, make mind map, or create mood boards. Then it comes into visualization. That means you are translating your ideas into sketches, wireframes, or mockups using the tools like Figma, Photoshop, or Illustrator. Then comes visualization. Here you are translating your ideas into sketches, wireframes, or mockups using the tools like Figma, Photoshop, Illustrator, etc. Designers often face challenges, especially with the data. For example, first one is handling large data. You can use a data sampling or filtering concept. To ensure the data quality, you can use data cleaning and choosing the right tool. As a designer, choosing the right tool mainly depends on the audience and the complexity. Fourth one is conveying the right message. Always keep the visual simple and clear with the appropriate elements. And finally, dealing with the real-time data. Always use the specialized tools and efficient processing. Design development. After visualization, we move to design development. Here, feedback from the client and stakeholders is used to refine our product design. Once the design is finalized, the files are prepared for production or digital use. In flat, the six-step graphic design process. In the first step, as a designer, we have to understand the creative brief, and second, we have to research and make some inspiration things, and third one, conceptualization and sketching, and in fourth stage, we have to make a design development and present to the client and get the feedback. Next, we have to finalize the content and we have to deliver the design. So that's the complete journey from understanding the user needs and the problem all the way to delivering the final output design. Thank you for watching this video till the end. See you in the next video.